Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dennrick and we are jumping into Cities Skylines. Today we are starting the city of Palmville because why not? And we are going to get things started here by placing down a little road segment so we unlock all of our buildings. So let's just do that there. And then let's get rid of this. Yep, come on, demolish, thank you. Let's get rid of that there, and let's start looking at some planning. So the first thing we are going to do is look at water. So water is going to be kind of important. It's definitely something that we need. And the question is how do we want to get it? So let's take a look at a couple of things. So water pumping station versus water tower. The water tower's capacity is what, 60,000. Water pumping station is 120,000. We're going to do the water pumping station. We're going to put that over there. All right. And then I think for this is 120. This is 120. We're going to go with the inland water treatment plant. So we're not going to plant that down right now, but I do want to get this planted right away. And then we're going to kind of come in here and start planting some roads. There's a couple of things that we need to make sure that we cover is as soon as we plant down or lay down some road networking, we will get some power sorted and things like that as well. So let's come over here and let's play around with the roads a little bit. So if we go up, let's say 20, right? So we're going to bring them in. And then I think I want like an avenue. Well, I mean, we could just do 10 by 20 by 10 by 20 by 20. We could do something weird like this. So let's see, we're going down to 3 lanes down to 2. I think we're gonna do this little square thing here. So let's come in and change these roads to one way. Oops. How did I mess that up so bad? There we go. Let's do that. And then we're going to come out here and we're going to build an avenue. I'm going to be a little bit careful. So we're going to come out to like here for 3,000. And then we are going to come down here by 20. And let's just do this. And then no, we'll just keep it similar there. And then do I want to put in a road? Is that's not in the middle. That would be technically the middle, making kind of 2 blocks there and like 2 little blocks there. This being kind of large, have 2 ways in there. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think we're going to kind of try and duplicate this on the other side as well. So we did what? We did 1,200. So that's out 3, over, and then I think this needs to be a connection. So this should go all the way out on both sides. And then from here, we would come cross, right? That's our cross there. And then here we're just going to kind of come down and down, and then over and over. So that gives us kind of a very similar layout on both sides. And what we're going to do, we'll get to zoning in a minute. Let's go ahead and plan. I think our industrial is going to be over here, or the majority of our industrial will be over here. Our residential will kind of be over here, and then we'll have some commercial in the middle. So let's place down some power. We're going to bring power back here. And then this way we can kind of come and handle our getting our power out to this area here. I don't want to go too crazy. Yeah, that should be all right. That should be all right. So we have power there. Let's get some pipes in, and then we'll do our zoning, and then we'll get this going. So simple way here is we're going to kind of bring this pipe across, and then let's get some of this sorted. I think we're going to kind of come down. And we can kind of just follow this whole road here. It says zone that. And we're going to zone, or not zone rather, but create the piping. We're just going to kind of do that. That gets us piping all around the initial area that we're going to be zoning in, because we're not going to be zoning over here. Eventually, we'll kind of expand out here and kind of do this similar kind of thing here. But I just want to get some people moved in now. So we've got power and all that good stuff hooked up. Let's get some zoning done, and then we will start running the game. So I think for residential, that's going to be all residential. This is going to be residential. This is going to be residential. This is going to be residential. And this is going to be... I don't really want to go all the way up there. I want this zoning to stay on this road. So I think we'll kind of do something like this. I don't mind zoning on these roads, so I guess I should clarify that. We will put some zoning out here, but I want residential zoning to stay out here. And then I think this is going to be residential. Let's go ahead and start our game. We're going to come over here. And this is going to be industrial. This is going to be industrial. There's going to be some commercial desire, so we're going to get that right in here. And let's just make this industrial 2 for right now. And we're going to let the simulation run a little bit and see how things build up. The streets are flooding with sewage. We didn't do sewage. See, I knew I was going to forget something. Good thing that sewage is not super expensive. We'll put sewage out here. Just run that pipe right there. It's also, oh, that doesn't have power. Oh, it should have power in just a second. There it goes. It connects. Let's change this radio too. Let's go. Let's try deep focus. All right, so that gives everything power. Everything is good. Zoning's good for right now. Let's see some of this stuff built in. Already have some nice housing here. can kind of see I kind of like the look of that. You know, you have these little houses, a little bit of commercial zones right there, and then you can kind of come out there and see the factories that are working and all that in the background. When do we unlock natural resources? Let's take a look at that. Milestones. There it is. Little hamlet. We're almost there to about 500. We're going to get garbage and healthcare and education and taxes and loans and all that good stuff. So we'll have enough there. And then is it the next one? We get districts, policies, loans, districts, forestry. Yeah, so we get our natural resources and stuff immediately after that, which we are about to hit Little Hamlet. Also, we have a little bit more residential zoning. We're going to let this continue to fill in. I think we have a little bit of room for fill in. Well, maybe we don't. Yeah, no, that's pretty well built up. So we're going to make all of this residential. Gives it a little bit of additional residential space there. And then we are also going to come in and make this commercial. And there we are. We're a Little Hamlet now. So we got to look at garbage management and things like that. So we'll kind of keep that back down at the one-time zoom here. So I think, see, this is gonna be the difficult decision. So I like recycling centers, but they aren't very powerful. Yeah, but we're gonna go with that for now. So we're gonna put that. We're gonna put our landfill right in here because yeah, we should be able to get another one there then as well. Or not our landfill, our recycling center. So we're gonna put that there, and then continue to do that. I think we unlock taxes as well, right? Yeah, so let's come in and let's jump these up to, I think it's 12% is what I usually do when I play this game. And that seems to be okay. So we're going to do that so we can make a little bit of money. What do we have over here? Road names? Yeah, I know roads have names. I got it. And we have a nice little city here. Nice little town feel. Lots of residential zoning. So I kind of knew that was going to be a thing very quickly as we would run out of residential space. So we're going to expand it a little bit. We are going to expand it a little bit. I don't know if I want to come all the way down. I think we're going to come all the way down here. There's my phone there. Sorry about that. All right. I don't like this bit right here. Actually, now that I see that, I don't want to go that close to the freeway. So we're gonna back this up just a little bit. I think we're just gonna do that, and then we'll do a couple of neighborhood, like little spin-offs here. Little spin-offs. I don't think that's the right terminology, but we'll go with it. That's also not the right distance that I wanted. I guess we just go the 10, because back here it won't matter as much. But that gives us some nice room for zoning, and we're gonna get some more residential zoning in all the way throughout here. little bit of a demand for industrial as well. So we're going to come in here and just fill in that bit. And I think that bit. Let's check. We should still be pretty good on power and water. Oh, but yeah, I say that. I meant production of power and water is perfect. But piping for power and water, not so much. Can I demolish just this little bit? Bugging me. You know, that was bugging me. And that kind of handled a lot of our zoning there. So we do still have a little bit of commercial seems to be growing. So we'll get a little bit of commercial in here as well. Kind of leaving this open so we can kind of continue to expand out the city here and then over here. What I know from looking at this map, okay, I don't have outside connections. I don't have what I want yet. So let's continue to let this play. See how our zoning goes. One of the things with Cities Skylines that I found is, and I'm sure other people that create videos have talked about this more in depth, is sometimes you get false zoning where the demand will shoot up and really it's not needed. So I try and be super, super careful about that. It does look like right now we need some more industrial zoning though. So we'll actually just fill in this area here. And yes, this is definitely kind of a battery type design, but you know, that's kind of what we're going for to start out. You know, a very grid based city where, you know, you don't have a ton of it's kind of cozy, right? I think is the word that I'm going for. It's just a city. Everything's kind of packed in. Let's pause for a second because in this milestone that we just got, we unlocked a few things that I was looking for. So, and that should be our industrial. And one of the things that I wanted to do, or our natural resource overview. So yeah, okay. Well, this might change some things a little bit. Some of my initial planning here might change. So we have some ore over here. Ooh, we have oil over here. We have fertile land for farming here. We do have a little bit of forest too. So a couple of things that I want to do with this city is I want to play around with a lot of the different industrial specialties. So, you know, I want to have some really cool big farms and some big, you know, ore and oil industry. Maybe get into a little bit of tree as well. And then if we utilize, there's all kinds of stuff over there. If we utilize the river correctly, right, we can probably even get a little bit of fishing going. I don't think a lot, but we'll have to see. So I think one of the things that we are going to be doing is figuring out, see, I kind of want this farm, this to all be a farm. Like this area right here to all be a farm. So what that tells me is that we're going to need to expand out this way and kind of copycat some of this initial design, figure out how we're going to kind of come down this way as well to get down to these two industries. And, you know, once we acquire land, that's probably going to be a few videos from now. But I definitely want to put in a nice farm. When do we actually get farming? Did we get that now? Forestry and agricultural. Yep. So we do have agriculture and forestry. So we could technically create two specialized industry areas. I don't know if I want to do that though, just yet. I do definitely know that I want to plan over here and we're going to put in some agricultural stuff over here. And the nice thing will be is once we expand out to this tile, which we might look at this tile next, but we can actually take this, eventually take this here and put in like a slip exit to where people can get right into that agricultural zone, get in and out right there. Maybe not necessarily connecting to this part of the city, but we could. So we'll see. But yeah, definitely going to be doing that. For right now, though, let's handle a couple of basic city service stuff. So we have some schools and things like that that we really need to get going with. So let's see. Elementary school has a 300 capacity, or we could do this community school, small and safe community school, allows children to get education and grow into educated adults, an alternative to an elementary school. That only has 250. I think we're going to go with kind of the classic, the classic elementary school, and we're actually going to put it on these people's houses that they were just building. Because I think, although we could do it over here too, but I don't like doing it by the power line. I think I'm actually going to do it in the middle here. And that puts it right in the middle of our big residential area, right? So it's kind of right in the middle there. And you can see, yeah, I like the way that looks. I really do like the way that looks. So if you can come right down the street and go right to the elementary school, and then we'll kind of put our high school maybe somewhere right along this area as well, and kind of make this a little bit of an educational area. Now we also have fire services and medical and police. So let's take a look at dropping those in as well. Medical services, I feel... I know this is going to take some of my commercial away, but I feel like medical should be up here. And fire... what's going on with garbage? Oh, so see, we're having some problems with garbage already? Really? I don't know about that. We'll look at that in a minute. All right, so emergency services, a fire station directly across the street from the medical, and the police station, I think we kind of put behind the medical. So let's see what that looks like. Yeah, nice little police station right there. Little medical behind. It looks like a little pop-up shop or something's going to go right there. And then we have fire right across the street. Definitely needs some workers. And there's huge residential demand. So let's start laying out some more roads and things like that so we can get that residential demand filled during this episode. I think what we're going to do is kind of do this. I don't want this to connect here though, so let me get rid of that too. But I want it to connect here. And we're going to do the same thing here. And we're going to go almost out. Yeah, see, we're going to run out a little bit of money. It's all right. We'll make sure that is running here. We're going to come in here. And we're going to do a couple of little cheeky things with this. So power doesn't need to be there. I always get rid of the power lines like really quick. Just I don't want them. I don't like them. But it's a requirement. You got to have power to your city. That poor house there, they were like, hey, when I bought this, you didn't have a big power line out front. What's up with that? Sorry. And we're just going to zone this up here as well. And we definitely have some commercial needs, so we'll come in here, we'll actually just make all of this commercial. as well. And I know we need some pipes. Just hold your horses. Can I do this like that? Looks like we're okay there. Nah, not quite. I'll just kind of do one of these as well. And we also need some water out to here. So we'll just kind of do that. And that gives us a little bit more residential, so we should be good there. Let's actually go ahead and zone all of this for right now, too, to handle that demand. And that's all there, and that should be good for right now. And I think we are got a nice little start to the city here. Lots of residential demand. We're going to kind of see where that goes as those houses fill in, and we'll kind of make a decision moving from there. Ooh, a building has leveled up. Let's go check that building out. There we go. A nice little house there, and we hit Tiny Town. And because we just hit Tiny Town, I think that's going to be a great spot to end the first episode of Cities Skylines. We now have access with Tiny Town to park areas, industry areas, landscaping, event policies, park policies, all kinds of park and industry services, fishing industry, level 2 buildings, football, things like that, concerts, whole bunch of policies that we'll be able to look into. And we get our paths and things like that for parks and stuff as well. We get access to our canals and quays and our keys, whatever it's called, fences, and we do get high school and public library. That's going to be important. Excuse me, that's going to be important as well. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. So what we are going to do in the next episode, so this is as far out as we're going with this residential. We'll just kind of recap here and close out the episode, and then we'll be back for a second episode soon. So we're going to let this build up here, but that's going to be it for residential. We're going to bring this 4-lane road out to probably like right about here, right? And then we're going to start building our agricultural stuff like right in the heart of this area. And we may do some things to kind of, bring some residential around that. But, we want to make this like a big farm, a big place where, that was kind of the focus of the city at that time. And then I think that's what we're going to do in the next episode. Start getting that specialized industry, which should cover some of our industrial demand. And then following that, we're going to kind of build some stuff over here, a little bit different. We may copy a little bit of this initial design just for symmetry up here. But yeah, I think I like what we're doing. And let me know in the comments what you think. More than likely recording a couple of episodes of this at one time. So just leave your comments there, and then we'll implement those in later episodes. But I'm super excited to get into Cities Skylines and see what we can build and see what we can do here on the channel. Have a good one, everybody. I'm Dennrick. See you next time. Bye.